News coming in. Iran launches an all-out attack on Israel. Attacks Israel with drones and missiles, sirens and blast sound across Israel. Iran rains fire. Hundreds of drones and missiles that have been launched. Iran wants the United States to stay away. So that's the latest that's coming in from the Middle East. Iran launches an all-out attack on Israel. Attacks Israel with drones and missiles, sirens and blasts sound across Israel. Iran fires hundreds of drones and missiles. Iran warns the United States to stay away. Remember, the US has pledged to support Israel, and now Iran says and has warned the US to stay away. There are images that are coming in of massive panic in Israel after the incoming drones from the Iranian side. We also hear that the UN Security Council will be holding an emergency meeting today over the Iranian strikes on Israel as well. There is an Iron Dome alert in North Golan as well in Israel. Remember that the security system that the Israelis have along the border is called the Iron Dome. That's the latest that's coming in of the barrage of missiles and drones that have been launched by the Iranians on Israel. We also hear of images that are coming in from Tel Aviv, where Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has also spoken with US President Joe Biden as well, apprising him about the current situation on the ground. Remember, there were deliberations within Israel of the Security Cabinet and the War Cabinet as well. Also, the Israeli Minister of Defense has spoken with the US Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin. The Minister of Defense Yoav Gallant has completed a call with the US Secretary. He briefed the Secretary about Israel's defensive operations in the face of Iran's attack and emphasized that the defense establishment is prepared for any further attempts to attack the state of Israel. The minister has expressed his appreciation to Secretary Austin for his leadership and for standing with Israel. This at a time that Iran has warned the US to stay away. Images of the attacks mounted dozens of surface-to-surface missile launches from Iran that we learn of. Ashok Sajanhar is joining us over the phone line right now. Sir, good morning to you. These Iranian attacks on Israel, dozens of them at this point of time, while Israel is, of course, speaking with the US. Iran wants the US to stay away. Your thoughts on what's going on, sir?
Yeah, I think this attack was expected. Israel had been preparing itself for this for the last several days since the 1st of April, when it struck the Iranian consulate in Damascus, Syria, although it has not accepted responsibility for that. So it has been saying that this attack is imminent, it is going to happen. But of course, the scale that there would be hundreds of drones and hundreds of missiles that would be fired from the Iranian soil, I think that was not very clear. But I think Israel is prepared for this. This is very worrisome. Right. This is very worrisome for the region. It's very worrisome for Israel, definitely for Iran also. Iran, as you have just mentioned, is threatening the United States to stay out of it. But President Joe Biden has very categorically stated just 2 days ago, along with the Japanese Prime Minister, that the commitment to protect Israel is ironclad. The U.S. commitment, it is unwavering. So I think this has now the potential to draw into a much bigger regional conflict. This is what Iran has been trying right from the very beginning, that this should expand, but it wanted the Sunni governments in the region to get into action. They have not done so over the last 6 months. So Iran itself has got into it, but I think it is really, in my view, Iran would be the biggest loser. It has shot itself in the foot, and possibly this will also help to shore up the reputation, image, and profile of Benjamin Netanyahu in the region and the world.
Right. Mr. Sajanar, thank you so much for speaking with India Today.